Good afternoon to you all, and welcome to the most anticipated culmination of our school year. It is indeed heartwarming to see the number of participants tuning in to our first ever virtual closing and graduation ceremony. A special thank you to student pianist Cassie Zhang for her beautiful pre-event performance. To begin our ceremony today, please welcome our graduating class of 2020. Please stand for the singing of O Canada, accompanied by senior choir students Georgia Flitcroft and Katie Tinnis.
O Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all of us command. Quand embrasse porter la paix, il sait porter la croix. Ton histoire est une épopée des plus brillants exploits. God keep our land glorious and free. O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. O Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
We would like to respectfully acknowledge that our school sits on the ancestral lands of the Wasanich, Esquimalt, and Songhees people. It is on these lands that we learn, work, and play. Distinguished guests, parents, staff, and our remarkable St. Margaret students, it is my pleasure and honor to welcome you all to the first ever virtual SMS closing and graduation ceremony. I am indeed honored to be here today to formally celebrate the accomplishments of our students and graduates this past school year. We are so proud of the contributions that our students make to the community, and it is with mixed emotions that we take this moment to honor and say farewell to our graduating class. I would like to introduce our head of school, Ms. Sharon Klein, to address our community with her reflections on this day.
Good afternoon, excuse me. Good afternoon, parents, family members, board members, alum, special guests, faculty, staff, students, and graduates. I am so pleased to address the entire community today to close the 2019-20 school year and to address our graduates. Today is a very special day for the entire St. Margaret's community. We have all contributed to the growth of these young adults you'll be hearing more about today, our graduates. Since I have arrived, I have seen daily the partnership between parents, teachers, and staff at this school. I believe this partnership ensures the optimal growth of our students. For that is what St. Margaret's is about, the growth of your children from the time they enter the school until their graduation day and beyond. This partnership would not be possible without the support of our wonderful parents and alumni who give back in so many ways. As head of school, I am privileged to interact and work with students, teachers, staff, parents, alum, administration, and the board. I consistently see the commitment to the St. Margaret's community as well as a genuine love for the school. All of you here today have played a significant role in the formation of our graduates, whether it be by what you say, what you do, and regardless of whether you have spoken to them personally. You see, you all play an important role in building the St. Margaret's culture, a culture that allows each individual to grow and learn in an environment of trust, respect, and collaboration. I'd like to begin with some thank yous. It is so important to acknowledge those who have helped us get to where we are today. My first thank you is to Kristen DeCarolis Dallas, our board chair, and our board of governors, who dedicate many hours to ensuring the direction of the school is sustainable and one that looks to future generations. I am encouraged by the commitment of our board to the future of St. Margaret's and thankful for the hours they commit to our vision, confident girls, inspiring women. I'm looking forward to our board and leadership working together next year on a 5-year strategic plan. I would like to commend the board and leadership team for their vision, strategic direction, and follow-through. Their commitment ensures that our graduates and alumni will continue to make a positive impact on the world. Thank you to the leadership team for their support, their collaborative nature, their willingness to embrace change and innovation. Their dedication this past year throughout the pandemic has been unwavering. It is inspiring to work with such a diverse, committed team who has our students' success and health and well-being at the heart of all of their decisions. Thank you to our parent auxiliary volunteers, guided by our president, Cheryl Major, for supporting the staff and teachers, as well as planning events throughout the year that engage and enrich our whole community. The Halloween Carnival and Dance and the Christmas Craft Fair are just 2 examples of the many events that they take responsibility for that bring us all together to both celebrate our students' learning and to connect our community. Thank you to all our parents, grandparents, and families. Your commitment as volunteers in the area of service, our STEM program, our fine and performing arts programs, athletics, robotics, to name just a few, facilitates the growth of our students. As well, your support of your daughter daily has been instrumental in their development and their resilience. It is not easy to know how to help our children to be resilient when they are our most precious resources. As parents, we feel our own discomfort at times, and we too are navigating constantly and helping our children make choices. Your guiding touch makes learning possible and opens our students' mind to new experiences and challenges. Finally, thank you to our teachers and staff for the care and attention to our most precious resource, our students. Our teachers this year embraced a new direction in professional development, together as a united team, allowing for many collaborative conversations. You are role models for our students and all have unique talents and qualities that enrich our community. Together, you offer our students an education where students are encouraged to think critically, and creatively, solve problems, have a voice, ask questions, reflect thoughtfully, truly be themselves, and advocate for others. This is a tall order and one that you do beautifully. Thank you to our staff, many who may not work directly with our students, but work to ensure our environment is one such that it allows our students to thrive. Today I've chosen to speak to our students and graduates about one of our St. Margaret's values, courage. I chose this particular value as when I reflect on where I am today, both personally and professionally, courage stands out for me. And for me, courage and resilience go hand in hand. Let me explain. In our lives, we face challenges every day. Some are easy to accomplish, and some aren't. Some we are successful at, and at times we feel we didn't quite get to where we wanted to be. I have learned over my many adventures that what matters most is the process, and by that I mean the journey, and that we have the courage to get out of our comfort zone and take on the challenge in the first place. I'd like to share a personal story to illustrate what I mean. When I was living out east, I'd heard a lot about how beautiful Newfoundland was, and in particular, the hiking along the western coast. So, my partner and I planned a road trip. After much research on the internet, we chose the Gros Morne Long Range Traverse, a challenging 5-day hike on the west coast of Newfoundland where there are no built trails, but only suggested backcountry routes, and they are not marked or maintained. To navigate this unfamiliar terrain, you need a map and a compass at the bare minimum. A trusted friend or partner is an essential as well. I have to admit, I wasn't fully aware of what I was getting myself into. However, I'd hiked West Coast Trail before, so I figured I was up for the challenge. I believed the first day would be the toughest day, as it entailed being dropped by a boat at the base of a mountain and essentially climbing to the top with a 30-pound pack. If I could get through that day, the rest would be easy. Notice I was smiling in this photo, as I thought the worst part was over. However, this was not the case. I had underestimated the conditions I would be navigating through. I had never completed a hike that was so physically and mentally challenging. The daily agenda consists of navigating sinkholes, mud, tuckamore trees, and if you haven't seen a tuckamore tree before, think of very dense scrub brush in a tree form. Tiny black flies that persisted throughout the daylight, and fog. Not to mention the mountainous terrain. At the end of 6.5 hours of hiking each day with my pack, I was wiped and completely exhausted. Was I out of my comfort zone? Yes, many times. At times, we got lost and had to put on extra miles, which I must admit seemed torturous at the time. Also, the constant swatting of tiny black flies while navigating through a thick tuckamore forest was very uncomfortable. It was so hard to keep my focus, especially as there was no path, and I had no idea when we would come out the other side, or even if there was another side and a way out of those trees. Yes, I was very uncomfortable, and I have to admit, almost to the point of tears at times. However, even through all this discomfort, I can say it was one of the best trips of my life. Why? Because I toughed it out. I worked through this discomfort, and having done that, it instilled in me pride and confidence. Working through a challenge and coming out the other side is what builds character and resilience. And you must actually experience this to grow. Of course, you may say, yes, but you chose to do this. That is different. This is true, and there are many challenges that present themselves to us in life that we do not choose, such as the pandemic we all had to work through. All of us this year have gotten out of our comfort zone and faced this new challenge. And through this time, some of our challenges have been similar and some have been different. However, whatever our challenges have been, we have all had a choice as to how we have faced them and how we were going to work through them and how they will impact our future. An essential part of learning is this notion of discomfort. It is similar to many situations you have experienced this year, including Out Week, where you may have challenged yourself to do things you didn't like to do or you thought you couldn't do. This discomfort is necessary to grow. It's not an option. It is essential. I would never have known that I was capable of it had I not taken the challenge of this amazing hike. In fact, I wouldn't still be speaking about it today if it hadn't impacted me so much. So, my wish for our graduates and all of you today is that you embrace the challenge of the here and now, and those that will certainly come your way as you navigate through life. Be courageous. I wish you all a slightly uncomfortable, challenging, fantastic summer and year ahead. And last, to our graduates. I am confident that you will exercise your courageous spirits as you move forward. Know that St. Margaret's will always be your school, and the teachers and staff will always be there to prop you up when you need encouragement. We look forward to sharing your joys and successes as well as your challenges for years to come. Know that you are and will always be an important part of the St. Margaret's family, and that you, as a member of this class, have contributed positively to something much greater than yourselves. A heartfelt congratulations to the class of 2020. Thank you. And now, it is my pleasure to welcome Kristen de Carolus Dallas, our wonderful chair of the St. Margaret's Board of Governors.
Good afternoon, graduates, fellow governors, esteemed faculty and staff, family, friends, and proud parents. On behalf of the Board of Governors, welcome to the 2020 closing ceremonies. Shortly after the start of the school year, I became the chair. At the time, one task of most concern to me was giving this speech. Could I say something meaningful and inspiring? Could I do it without tears? Most importantly, could I do it without embarrassing our daughter, Zoe, one of today's graduates? Then a few months ago, something really big happened, and my concerns about this speech disappeared. A global pandemic can do that. The work done in these past months by St. Margaret's new head of school, Sharon Klein, and the leadership team are exemplary. I am awed by the St. Margaret's community, by our collective ability and commitment to continue, the strength and tenacity to persevere. Good afternoon, graduates.
The Rocky Award is presented to the
Continue, the strength and tenacity to persevere and pivot, to accept the many needed changes required during this unprecedented time. Today, we celebrate 25 young women and their stellar achievements as they graduate from St. Margaret's. They are part of a tradition spanning more than 110 years. The transformative power of an all girls education, especially at St. Margaret's School, cannot be underestimated or overlooked. Empowered learning, purposeful leadership, and a commitment to service and community. Today's graduates exemplify what St. Margaret's does so very well, educating girls to become confident and inspiring women. The arrival of graduation comes with many expectations and changes. I know with certainty this was not the ceremony and celebration anticipated. I also know the resilience of our daughters, their humor, compassion, intelligence, and flexibility will serve them well in the days, months, and years ahead. Graduates, I offer you a quote and my theme song. Mahatma Gandhi's words have guided me for years. My mother shared them with me during an especially challenging university year, and I return to them again and again for inspiration and confidence. If I believe I cannot do something, it makes me incapable of doing it. But when I believe I can, then I acquire the ability to do it, even if I didn't have it in the beginning. I promised Zoe I wouldn't ask for Lizzo's Like a Girl to be played as I walked to the podium, nor would I burst into song. But I will say this, I'm betting on you. I'm betting on you to create new precedents, to switch up the messaging. My niece Ruby sent me a text as I began to write this speech. I asked her what I should tell you, and she said, persist onward because it won't always be like this. I so appreciate the sage wisdom of an 11-year-old. She nailed it. My most heartfelt congratulations to the class of 2020.
We apologize for the technological difficulties. Thank you, Ms. DeCarolis Dallas. This must be a bittersweet moment for you, enjoying this event both as a proud parent of a graduate and in your new role as chair of the Board of Governors. We will now begin with a presentation of awards. I would like to welcome Jennifer Lee and our school mascot, Dudley, to present the Rocky Award.
The Rocky Award is presented to the student who has displayed energy, enthusiasm, and leadership during the school year. This year, the award goes to Inez Quider.
Congratulations, Inez. I now invite Nicole Folks and Laura Kaiser, Director and Manager of Boarding, to present the Boarding Service Award.
The Boarding Service Award is chosen by the boarding team and is presented to a boarding student in recognition of special service and citizenship to the boarding community.
This year's recipient is Jordana Megalon Katan.
Congratulations, Jordana. The Daurang Bichachuan Award for International Citizenship is presented to a student who has worked tirelessly to promote a sense of inclusion and belonging for students from all cultures. This year's recipients are Aditi Sahoni and Jordana Magayon Katan. Congratulations to you both, and may you continue to spread the spirit of internationalism as you carry on your journey beyond St. Margaret's School. I would now like to introduce Middle Years Principal Aaliyah Zawaki to present the Margaret Smith Award.
The Margaret Smith Citizenship Award is presented to the student who contributes to the spirit of international citizenship, exemplifies our school motto, service with love, and values academic effort. The recipient of this award this year is Ivy Patrick.
Congratulations on your accomplishment, Ivy. Next, I would like to welcome Ms. Klein back to the podium to present the Robertson Salver Award.
Thank you, Ms. Hedrick. The Robertson Salver Award. The Robertson Salver Award is our most prestigious award. It is given to the student who, by giving of herself to the school community in her graduating year, most fully represents the school motto, Servite in Caritate, service with love. This year, we are so pleased to be presenting this award to an SMS lifer, Hazrit Brar. Congratulations.
The valedictorian is the graduate chosen by her peers who best exemplifies the values, spirit, and character of the graduating class. She has often demonstrated academic success, although it is her ability to bridge cultures, share successes, and connect with her classmates that brings her to this moment. This year's valedictorian was selected by her peers as the young woman who best exemplifies the graduating class of 2020. I am pleased to introduce to you Hazret Brar.
Hello to teachers, staff, family, friends, and of course, the talented, brilliant, incredible, amazing, show-stopping, spectacular, never the same, totally unique graduating class of 2020. I feel extremely honored and humbled to be here speaking to you all on behalf of my fellow grads. Let me just start off by saying, wow, honestly, there's no other word that could be used to sum up my experiences this year. Who could have guessed that the coronavirus was going to enter the chat and that I'd be sitting here in my bedroom after 100 takes in partially my pajamas giving you this speech. This year is something I did not think I, or frankly anyone, saw coming. For example, changing to online school. New challenges arise, such as contemplating if we had to ask the teacher for permission to use the washroom in our own home, the countless Google Meet glitches, and forgetting to unmute ourselves when talking, or whether we should tell the teacher they're still on mute. Not getting up until 2 minutes before class started, and realizing that procrastination is still not your friend. Without the yearly Teachers Are the Best mugs, how did you teachers ever deal with us students? I guess it's all a part of the virtual experience. But know this, teachers, you truly are appreciated. Whether you're watching this from the comforts of your bed or with your family at home, from wherever you are in the world, we have finally come to this day. Today we grads do our final loop on this roller coaster we've been on for the past couple of years and finally get off to enter this world all dizzy and confused. For many of us, our senior year just went by in a flash, and I'm sure the phrase, "I need more sleep," highlights much of what our final year was all about. Overall, there was so much happening that if we even stopped to blink our eyes, it felt as though we'd missed something important. I know many of us had waited for this day to be able to walk down the UVic stairs in our grad dresses with our friends and family cheering us on. However, graduation is much more than just an all-day celebration for us. It's a celebration of memories and the countless adventures each one of us has been on from the start, and the fact that we're all here doing this together. This one year never has and never will be able to define who we are as individuals and who we are as a class. I mean, we're probably going down in history, but importantly, we will always remember the sleepless nights writing our MDP for English, the chemistry and physics labs that brought tears to our eyes, and the countless naps, conversations, complaints, and meltdowns we would have in our freezing grad lounge. To my fellow grads, we often look outside for the heroes, but I see them within all 24 of you. You're all beautiful and intelligent people who have yet to show the world what you have and will accomplish in the future. We face many uncertainties right now, as well as this unknown future, but no matter what happens from here on out, make sure you are happy. Like Maya Angelou said, my mission in life is not merely to survive, but to thrive, and to do so with some passion, some compassion, some humor, and some style. In the end, sorrow and joy go together. On one hand, there's the sorrow of leaving SMS, but on the other hand, we're now getting on a new roller coaster ride just to get all dizzy and confused once again. To class of 2020, we did it! And remember to wash your hands. Thank you.
Thank you, Hazret, for your endless positivity and cheer. You are a steady force amongst your peers who galvanizes the class with a sense of calm, reliability, and warmth. We will miss you. I am now pleased to welcome our head girls, Simonetta Rodolfi, Carrie Zhang, and Jordana Magayon Catan, to give their final address to our school community.
Hello, SMS students, families, teachers, staff members, and dear guests. I am this year's boarding head girl, Jordi Magayon Catan. Our co-head girls, Carrie and Simo, will also be speaking today. Today, this chapter is coming to an end. The end of a school year for some, the end of high school for others. Us, graduates, have been dreaming about and waiting for today. We all knew 2020 was going to be a big and special year. Little did we know that when we are thousands of miles apart from each other, unity, period, was really what kept us together. 2020 has been a big year for every single one of us.
Hello, grads! We made it! Congratulations! And I know, this is not your typical graduation. In fact, it is far from what we all thought it would look like. But we still need to celebrate. Although we have countless personal successes, I believe that today we need to recognize and praise our collective achievements. So, here we are, yet another strong, influential, and united graduating class at SMS. But grads of 2020, we are much different. It's been a very hard year for all of us. Apart from our own challenges, the world seemed to have thrown us into the most unexpected circumstances in 2020. We were all so excited for the new year, our year, right? And then, from the Australian wildfires to a global pandemic which took thousands of lives, and to now a series of racial injustices, our spotlight seemed to have burned out. It is so hard to believe that all these unfortunate events happened in a matter of 5 months. But how we coped, dealt, and adjusted to these events are what makes us such a special graduating class and generation. No, we did not get to put on our fancy grad dresses, walk down the stairs with our peers, and have dozens of cameras take pictures of us. But we did recognize the Australian wildfires, and some of us even donated. We did take all the precautions to stop new cases of COVID-19 in Victoria, and we supported our healthcare workers. We did adjust to online school and kept learning regardless of how out of routine our new lifestyle was. Some of us did change our future plans for university and learned how to nail virtual learning. We did continue to stay healthy and keep the school spirit high. And finally, we did raise massive amounts of awareness to the Black Lives Matter movement, and our contributions are what's now bringing justice and finally changing the world for the better. We did that, and half of it was virtually too. Society is so proud of us at the moment. Our generation is so powerful. We're capable of spreading so much empowerment now that we live through all of this together. So actually, the spotlight is on us more than ever, grads. We will lead the next generation to even more impactful changes. Because of all the things we experienced, we now know how to teach other women to serve in caritate and be authentic in their actions. St. Margaret's taught us that. So, in your future journeys, remember all the lessons that the school, your friends, and family taught you. But remember what you learned during your valuable years at St. Margaret's. Finally, please acknowledge everyone who has helped you become who you are today. Whether that's teachers, friends, or family. They are all so proud of you today. Best of luck, and I hope to see you all next spring. Here's to the graduating class of 2020.
Hello everyone, my name is Carrie John and I'm your other head girl. Dear SMS community, my hope is that this year has been an unforgettable year for you as it has been for me. From the new student orientation to every assembly we have hosted, every memory of being with the school community and working with student council is a vivid image in my mind. I still remember the first activity we ran as a council and how nervous I was entering the school year. I'm happy to see the talents and the limitless potential of SMS students as they grow with the school. Being a part of the student council, I have received and witnessed so much support and love that allows the entire SMS community to come together as one under unity, period. Unlike other years, where the end of years has always accompanied by laughter and sentimentality of parting. This year, we are apart from each other and face our challenges. Similarly, in our own home, I'm impressed to see the strength and resilience everyone has shown to overcome the hardship of the pandemic. We should be proud of how we managed to keep going despite this global issue and how we managed to adapt and stay together while apart, connected together by strength of spirit, the SMS spirit. It has been a pleasure for me to be a part of the St. Margaret's community, and I am grateful that my path has crossed with yours. You have all inspired me to be the best that I can be. It has been so rewarding to see all the cheering and council activity blossom into such a strong school spirit. We have been so privileged and honored to be your head girls. I look forward when we can come together again. Who knows where we will be in 10 years? But no matter where and how, if you feel low, just look in mirror and remember the year of 2020, the unforgettable year where we persevered through a lot of hard things and didn't give up. Thank you.
Thank you, Jordy, Simo, and Carrie. Leading together, you have demonstrated teamwork and acted as role models for our students. We are so proud of you, and we look forward to seeing you at our first alumni tea next May for your graduation. As part of the Student Council election process, our students went through a rigorous process including a submission of written applications, creating video messages, and participating in interviews. Each of our candidates responded with confidence and poise as they spoke to their commitment to the school. I would like to welcome our boarding head girl, Jordana Magayon-Catan, and head girls Simonetta Ridolfi and Carrie Zhang to introduce our Student Council leaders for 2020-2021.
Carrie and I are so excited to announce our 2020-2021 head prefect, Ines Cuider, and deputy head prefect, Nina Corwin.
And 2020-2021 spirit captain is Rowena Brown.
I am so excited to announce our 2020-21 boarding prefect, Mila Zhang. It is my pleasure to extend a cheerful and warm welcome to you. Wish you the best of luck for this coming year. I am sure you will do an incredible job.
I would now like to invite kindergarten teacher Rebecca Kaukinen to give the Lifer Award.
Hello, I am Rebecca Kaukinen, and I teach kindergarten here at St. Margaret's. I am honored to present the Lifer Award today to a graduating student who has spent her entire school life at St. Margaret's School, attending kindergarten through grade 12. This year's recipient was in my kindergarten class many years ago, Hazrat Brar. Hazrat, in kindergarten, I wrote on your report card. She cooperated well with others, was kind to her classmates, and quick to offer assistance. Your grade 12 teachers say this is still a completely accurate description of you. Congratulations on your St. Margaret's Lifer Award.
To continue with the Lifer Awards, please welcome Laura Kaiser to acknowledge this year's boarding lifers.
This year we are proud to present boarding life gifts to 7 students. Completing 4 years in boarding, Lucy Bao, Sylvia Dong, Annie He, and Melody Woodard. Completing 5 years in boarding, Carrie Jiang and Chess Wang. And completing 7 years in boarding, Jessica Zhou. Congratulations to you all.
The grade 12 subject awards are presented to the student who achieves the highest grade in her grade 12 course. The recipients of this year's subject awards are For Career Life Connections 12, Jordana Magayon Katan. Chemistry 12, Carrie Zhang and Cassie Zhang. Creative Writing 12, Serena Ball. Philosophy 12, Serena Ball. Pre-Calculus 12, Aditi Sahoni. Composition 12, Jordana Magayon Katan. Economic Theory 12, Jenny Chin and Aditi Sahoni. English Studies 12, Aditi Sahoni. Anatomy and Physiology, Cassie Zhang. New Media 12, Hazrat Brar. Spanish 12, Melody Woodard. AP Calculus 12, Cassie Zhang. Core French 12, Tanya Kai. Japanese 12, Cassie Zhang. Physics 12, Cassie Zhang. AP Studio Art 12, Lydia Lee, and AP Studio Art, Lydia Lee. Law Studies 12, Aditi Sahoni. Drama 12, Nikki Wong. And Spoken Language 12, Jessica Zhao. Congratulations, girls. The Achievement Pin recognizes students who have achieved and/or maintained a measured improvement over the previous year's standing. The following are students who have earned Achievement Pins in grades 10, 11, and 12 for the 2019-2020 school year. In grade 10, Achievement Pins go to Erica Tran and Katie Rostad. In grade 11, Priscilla Burgos, Cherry Huang, Hikari Imada, Bowen Liu, Jane Matheson, Sophie Peng, and Kelly Tang. And in grade 12, Lydia Lee, Chess Wong, Nikki Wong, Charlotte Shu, and Jessica Zhao. Next, I would like to invite Ms. Klein back to the podium to present the recipients of the Heads List Awards.
The Heads List is awarded to students who have attained a cumulative standing of 90% or higher. Each recipient will receive a blue tie with a stripe for each year the student has achieved a Heads List award. Receiving Heads List for the first year: Aditi Sahani, Delphine Bouchard, Karen Ding, Cherry Huang, Josie O'Brien, Kelly Tang, Farida Abdullah Hamadou, Abby Broom, Joyce Chen, Audrey Dara, Georgia Flitcroft, Maya Gibson, Gabrielle Gould, Kyla Gunn, Jamie Harker, May Ho, Paige Hudak Kestevan, Charlotte Jennings, Evelyn Lay, Kira McMeekin, and Jessica Zhao. Congratulations. Receiving the Heads List for the second year: Nina Corwin, Inez Quider, Lily Manal Fretwell, Sophie Peng, Allie Roberts, Stephanie Wardell, and Ivy Wu. Congratulations, girls. And receiving the Heads List for the third year: Serena Ball, Tanya Kai, Jenny Chin, Simonetta Ridolfi, Carrie Zhang, and Cassie Zhang. Congratulations to all of you.
The middle and senior year's internal scholarships offer $3,000 towards tuition to 6 returning students entering grades 6 to 11. The successful candidates demonstrate excellence in the principles and values of our strategic plan: integrity, excellence, service, leadership, perseverance, global-minded, and courage. The recipients are well-rounded students who have achieved an average of 80% or higher and who model citizenship and service with love, and who demonstrate a healthy participation in extracurricular activities. This year, the internal scholarships are awarded to the following 6 students: Lois Harnett Shaw, entering grade 7, Sadie Nielsen, entering grade 7, Sophia Dixon, entering grade 8. Rachel Tate, entering grade 8, Amy Hooper, entering grade 10, and Abby Broom, entering grade 11. Congratulations, girls. The Margaret Barton Scholarship offers $5,000 towards tuition to a returning student entering grade 12. The successful candidate demonstrates excellence in the principles and values of the strategic plan. She is a well-rounded student who has achieved an average of 80% or higher and who models citizenship and service with love, as well as a healthy participation in extracurricular activities. This year, I am most pleased to award the Margaret Barton Scholarship to Inez Quider. The St. Margaret's School Alumni Committee offers a scholarship of $5,000 towards tuition to one student entering grades 6 through 10. Again, aligning with the principles and values of the strategic plan, the successful candidate is a well-rounded student who demonstrates excellence in a combination of school spirit, academic effort, service, extracurricular involvement, and leadership. This year's Alumni Scholarship is awarded to Louisa Lobmeyer. Congratulations, Louisa. The staff-sponsored scholarships are presented by the St. Margaret's School staff to two returning students entering grades 5 to 12. Aligning again with the principles and values of the strategic plan, these students must demonstrate service and volunteer participation, in addition to school spirit, extracurricular involvement, all-round citizenship, and academic effort or improvement, as well as being a mentor for their peers. These scholarships, which continue to grow and be supported by the staff, are each valued at $750 towards tuition. I am pleased to award the staff-sponsored scholarships to Fiona Fan, entering grade 11, and Freya Huang, entering grade 12. Congratulations. It is now time to share with you the recipients of the much-anticipated House Trophies. I would like to welcome Jennifer Lee, Inez Quider, and Dudley to present the Godson Trophy and the Margaret Barton House Cup.
We will now present our house trophies. Students, this is the moment you've been waiting for. Helping me present today will be our games captain, Inez Quider, and our favorite MVP, most valuable panda, Dudley. First, we have the Godson Trophy. This is for the highest total academic and sports points from kindergarten to grade 6, tallied throughout the school year. So, are we ready? Dudley, are you ready? Everyone at home, drum roll, please.
So, in fourth place, with 10,990 points, is Malcolm House. In third place, with 12,525 points, is Christian. In second place, with 18,900 points, is Turgo. And that makes first place Canmore with 21,956 points. Congratulations to everyone in the junior school and all the exercises you guys have done in terms 3, and best of luck for next year.
Wow, what great house spirit. Congratulations. And finally, the Margaret Barton House Cup. This is for the highest total academic and sports points for the entire school, K to 12, tallied throughout the entire year. All right, everyone, are we ready? Dudley, are we ready? Everyone at home, drum roll, please.
In fourth place, with 2,957.3 points, is Christian. In third place, with 3,115.3 points, is Turgo. In second place, barely a lead, with 3,167.1 points, is Malcolm, which makes our first place winner, with 3,567.8 points, Canmore House. Congratulations, Canmore.
And now for the presentation of our grade 12 graduating students. Grads, you have been waiting for this moment all year long. We are so delighted to acknowledge each of you as we celebrate this pivotal moment in your lives. I would like to invite Ms. Kathy Da Silva, Senior Year's Academic Advisor, to introduce the graduating class of 2020.
Good afternoon. We have 25 students in the St. Margaret's graduating class of 2020. Despite the exceptionally challenging circumstances they have been faced with, these 25 students have made some truly remarkable accomplishments this year and deserve to celebrate all of their amazing successes. This year, 6 graduates are recipients of the St. Margaret's Passport to Lifelong Learning bursary, and these 6 graduates will be putting their funds towards their post-secondary education in the fall. In addition, 6 of our graduates also received the prestigious District Authority scholarships in the categories of creative writing, music composition, theater performance, leadership, Japanese language, and studio arts, drawing, and painting. Many others earned generous entrance scholarships for their high academic standing or were selected for a variety of scholarships based on their artistic talents, extracurricular involvements, work experience, involvement in sports, service, and contributions to the community. We are proud to say that this year our 25 St. Margaret's graduates have received more than 115 offers of admission. Think about that, 115 offers from universities across Canada, the U.S., the UK, and Australia, and to date have been awarded 60 scholarships totaling more than $350,000. Well done, graduating class of 2020. You should all feel very proud of yourselves and of what you have accomplished. I will be reading a short excerpt from each of our graduates' closing paragraphs. Because this is a live, online event, we have decided to just read out a shortened version here, but please know that we will share a link to their written pieces being read out in their entirety. In fact, I already recorded the video for those longer pieces last Friday, and we will also share a link where you can read the full version of each grad's closing write-up as well. Each student has felt it important to share specific individual memories of their time at St. Margaret's and feels strongly about expressing their gratitude and acknowledging the meaningful connections with many of the people who have made a lasting impact on them. Family members, friends, teachers, boarding staff, and others in the SMS community. And so I urge you to take the time to read through or listen to the full versions of the parting words of the class of 2020. Their memories are heartfelt and, more often than not, heartwarming. And so now, let's get started with the first of our 25 graduates in the St. Margaret's graduating class of 2020. Serena Ball. Serena is thankful for her 3 years in our amazing SMS community and will never forget the rain-drenched days at Strathcona, numerous coffee and Kanye study sessions, the writing club, and all the crazy grad lounge shenanigans. She has fond memories of volunteering in the food bank, lunchtime card games with friends, walking and talking along the Twig Trail, and, of course, the many random water fights in class. Next year, although Serena will miss wearing a uniform and not having to decide what to wear to school every day, she is very excited to begin her pre-med studies at Redeemer College in Hamilton, Ontario, and hopes to one day truly provide service with love by working as a doctor or doing scientific research to aid future generations. Serena is grateful to her parents and grandparents for their unconditional love and support, and to everyone else at St. Margaret's, not only for surviving 2020, but for putting up with her incessant puns for the past 3 years. Congratulations on all your successes, Serena. Lucy Bow. For Lucy, the first of our 7 boarding lifers, the past 4 years have been very memorable. Lucy has been a proud participant in the Green Club, the Outreach and Multicultural Committees, as well as the badminton, volleyball, and swim teams at SMS. Lucy would like to express her gratitude to her teachers for their help in learning, to her house parents for their help in life, to her classmates, neighbors, roommates, and friends for their help in everything, and to her family for giving her these past 4 years at St. Margaret's. Lucy believes that when she first arrived, she was just a blank piece of paper, but now her paper has been filled with so many beautiful colors. In her post-secondary life, she is looking forward to studying either at McMaster University in Ontario or in Australia at the University of Sydney. She hasn't quite decided. And although she hates to say goodbye to St. Margaret's, Lucy is confident that the future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams. Good luck wherever you will be next year, Lucy. Hazret Brar. After 13 years in her second home, yes, Hazret is a lifer at St. Margaret's, it is now finally time for Hazret to move on. Our valedictorian for 2020 tells us that at St. Margaret's, she learned that it is okay to make a mistake because mistakes don't make you a failure. Instead, they give you the ability to go forward. Hazret has fond memories of her many years of out weeks, the Japanese exchange trip, good times in the art room, being a member of student council, the debate club, Green Club, the cheer and dance clubs, the track, soccer, and volleyball teams, and incredibly, actually winning some basketball games this year. Hazret would like to thank her parents for giving her the opportunity to be an SMS lifer, and is thrilled to be heading off to study popular music performance and songwriting at the British Irish Institute of Modern Music in London, England. To the wonderful community of St. Margaret's, Hazret says her 13 years have been a total blast, and she would not change even a single moment. Congratulations, Hazret. Tai E. Young. Tanya. According to Tanya, coming to St. Margaret's at age 12 changed everything. She is thankful for her family, friends, and teachers, and for every person who helped her to understand that coming here was the absolute best decision she has ever made. Tanya says that she never imagined that she could become the confident, positive, and independent person she is today, and feels that in her 6 years at SMS, she changed from being an introverted girl with few friends to being someone who is now surrounded by people who are always there to give her support whenever and wherever she needs it. Memories of sleeping in front of the beluga whale tank in grade 8, acting on stage in the gym and at the belfry, and somehow always seeming to have an extra roommate. Traveling to Shanghai with 5 fellow grads will forever hold a special place in her heart as well. Since Tanya actually loves the rain, she is thrilled to be heading off to UBC in Vancouver to pursue a bachelor's degree in cognitive systems and a master's in management. Your classmates say thank you for making them all cry listening to your incredibly emotional poem, Tanya. Congratulations. Zoe Dallas. Zoe wants us to know that when she first came to St. Margaret's 8 years ago, She thought that because of her dyslexia, she would never be able to fulfill her childhood dream of becoming a writer. Now, even though Zoe says that her writing and reading skills are still not perfect, she is thankful for who she has become and feels confident and ready to conquer the next adventure. At SMS, Zoe challenged herself to do so many new things, and she is especially grateful for her final science fair experience because it sparked her passion to learn how to design and build systems that could one day help to make a better world. Zoe is happy to say that she laughed more in grade 12 than she ever thought possible, and would like to thank all her dedicated teachers and her wonderfully supportive parents and family for believing that she is capable of anything and everything. Next year at Camosun College, Zoe is excited to begin pursuing her new dream of becoming a mechanical engineer. Well done, Zoe. Lennox Ding. According to Lennox, the world we live in is plagued with many dangers. Ebola, the swine flu, the coronavirus, and of course, acne. Despite all these dangers, Lennox is proud to say that she has graduated. She admits that it's hard to imagine that it was only 3 years ago when she arrived and found herself lost in the new environment of SMS. She had the combination to her locker, but didn't know how to open it. She set a number of alarms every day, but never remembered to sign herself into residence on time. She suffered through the stressful days of AP and IELTS testing, personal profiles, and final exams. She survived the most exhausting and stressful application season and school year of her life. Now, Lennox realizes that, as they say, it was the best of times, it was the worst of times. And she is grateful to SMS and to her supportive family for helping her to understand that greatness is within her grasp. This summer, Lennox is very excited to be traveling to England to begin her post-secondary studies in sports medicine at the University College of London. Congratulations, Lennox. Sylvia Dong. As a boarding lifer at St. Margaret's, Sylvia is truly grateful for the past 4 years and would like to express her deepest gratitude to her mom and dad. Favorite memories include 4 out weeks, where not only did Sylvia learn how to kayak, canoe, and climb a mountain, but she also learned the absolute necessity of teamwork. As a grade 12 student, Sylvia became more involved and joined Model UN and the Robotics Club. She says that working with the FTC team to successfully build a robot was one of the highlights of her grad year. While Sylvia is happy to be heading to McMaster University in Ontario to pursue her passion for environmental science, her biggest dream is actually a simple one: to learn how to drive a car. And finally, Sylvia admits that yes, it's true. She is a person who always seems to be asking a question. And just know that if she is not asking you one already, then she is probably on her way. Never stop seeking those answers, Sylvia. Mandy Hoy. Mandy cannot believe that after 4 long years at St. Margaret's, she is finally and actually graduating. She is grateful for all her classmates and for her dedicated teachers who never seem to get tired of chasing her down to encourage her to hand in assignments. Mandy will miss being a part of the legendary art club and will definitely miss her loyal SMS friends, the OAs, who have provided her with 4 years of laughter and countless incredible memories. Mandy is thrilled to be heading to the Lower Mainland to attend Simon Fraser University in September and looks forward to studying economics and eventually earning her designation as a CPA. Mandy would like to thank her supportive parents for giving her the chance to be a part of this always wonderful and sometimes crazy SMS family, and wants to remind her fellow graduates that parting is not the end, but instead is the beginning of a new journey. Good luck next year, Mandy. Annie who? Every time someone asks Annie who she is, she replies, "I am who," which always makes them laugh. In fact, Annie says that she has enjoyed 4 years of laughter as a boarding lifer at SMS, and she extends her deepest thanks to her family for their endless care, financial support, and most importantly, for giving her the chance to come to Canada and to St. Margaret's. In her 4 years here, Annie says that not only has she improved her academic grades, but she has also learned so much from her various leadership positions, volunteer opportunities, work experience placements, and participation on sports teams. She believes that working as secretary-treasurer on council, as chair of the Multicultural Committee, and as captain of the volleyball team have shaped her into an independent, strong-willed, and accountable individual. Now, Annie cannot wait to challenge herself further at the University of Toronto, where she will be studying actuarial science to fulfill her dream of one day working as a CPA, getting her MBA, and having a happy life. And that's who Annie is. Melody Huang. These past 4 years have enabled Melody to follow her dreams to direct the course of her own learning. When she arrived, Melody admits that while she may have known what she was good at in terms of academics, now, upon leaving, she is confident about where her passions lie, and she has a clear vision for her future. Melody will miss the happy lunchtime spent with friends and says that although COVID-19 has made it impossible to have lunch together as before, the grad class of 2020 will be even stronger because of this experience. Melody tells us that the exchange trip to Japan will forever remain a highlight of her life, and she will always be grateful to her parents for her time at SMS. Melody is super excited to begin her post-secondary studies in Eastern Asian cultures at UBC Okanagan and hopes to one day study at a university in Japan to further her passion for all things Japanese. Well done, Melody. Li Nyeseong-yi, Lydia. Follow the yellow brick road is a line from The Wizard of Oz, which Lydia first learned of as a member of our school production 3 years ago. Lydia insists that if life were a play, St. Margaret's would definitely be her yellow brick road. Throughout her 6-year journey at SMS, Lydia is happy to have found many precious friends and life advisors who recognized her talent in art and gave her the courage to reach beyond her wildest dreams. She has fond memories of the Trashin show and of her internship at New York Fashion Week, and says that she will miss everything about SMS. Lydia admits that although the rest of her journey will likely be difficult, with the support that she has been shown by her parents, teachers, and friends, she promises to never give up. Lydia is thrilled to take the next big step and will head back to the city of New York, where she will continue to pursue what she loves, studying fashion at the Parsons School of Design. Lydia dreams of creating her own fashion line and wants us to know that she will try her best to always be a kind person and to keep following the yellow brick road. You're not in Kansas anymore, Lydia. Jordana Magayon Katan. Jordy is so grateful for having been part of this beautiful St. Margaret's family for the past 2 years and tells us that she will never forget all the trips. The exchange trip to Japan, the boarding trips to Tofino, Vancouver, and Whistler, and the fun-filled spring break trip to Europe. Trips where she learned, laughed, and even cried because she was laughing so hard. Jordy will miss having friends come to her room for visits every night and is proud of becoming boarding head girl, and so would like to thank all the boarding staff for being truly wonderful. While she is eternally grateful to so many teachers and friends in the SMS community, Jordy wants us to know that the biggest thank you goes to her incredible parents, the two people who inspire her every day, her role models for life, and the reason why she wants to become someone who will change the world. Jordy hopes to one day become a doctor and serve with love, and she is looking forward to beginning her studies at the Universidad Autónoma de Guadalajara in Mexico. Buena suerte, Jordy, y felicidades. Jenny Shin. The very first night she arrived at SMS 5 years ago, Jenny was greeted by 3 classmates who said, "We are here to welcome you." According to Jenny, this was the moment she knew her life at SMS was going to be wonderful. Jenny had her first experience with volunteering, being on the track and field, badminton, and basketball teams, participating in the art, robotics, and green clubs, doing a work experience placement, and of course, going to Strathcona, where she not only learned survival skills and the importance of teamwork, but also where she learned never to say no or I can't to any challenge. Jenny would like to thank her dear friends, classmates, and teachers for letting her ask so many questions over the past 5 years. Not just about homework, but about basically everything in life, even about why humans exist. Jenny is especially grateful for her parents and her sister Betty, and while she says she will miss getting the cool SMS Excellence pins, she is excited to head off to UBC Okanagan in September to learn even more cool new things. Go, Jenny! Simonetta Ridolfi. From whacking her classmates' heads with the fly swatter in French class to causing dirt explosions in the science lab, Simo's 7 years at SMS have been full of memorable moments, such as belting out "We Are the Champions" as she was getting chased by a terrifying group of seals while kayaking at Out Week, being a part of the volleyball, basketball, rowing, and swim teams, the outreach committee, and working as co-head girl this year on student council. Simo is happy to say that SMS has taught her many valuable lessons and given her the confidence to become a leader, thanks in part to all her very supportive teachers who seem more like family. Simo is especially grateful for her mom for always being so supportive, as well as her friends for helping her to appreciate the beauty of her life. Simo is eager to begin her studies in psychology, first at Camosun College and then at the University of Victoria, and may one day pursue a career in neuroscience. Class of 2020, Simo wants you to know that she is beyond proud of you all. Congratulations and good luck next year, Simo. Aditi Sohoni. Arriving at SMS for the first time this past September, Aditi admits that all she could do was think about how soon she could flee back home to Nigeria. Now, however, Aditi says that she cannot think of anything more depressing than saying goodbye to the community of St. Margaret's. Although she feels that she probably cried more in the past 7 months than in the rest of her life put together, Aditi is happy to tell us that she truly believes that she has made lifelong friends and billions of memories. Aditi would like to thank her parents for their unconditional love, for investing in her education, and for giving her the life-changing opportunity to study abroad. She also gives a huge shout out to all her amazing teachers, boarding staff, and SMS friends for making her grade 12 year one that she will never, ever forget. Aditi is looking forward to her next adventure at Rotman Commerce at the University of Toronto, the first step towards a possible career in corporate law. Best of luck to you, Aditi, and thank you for being an amazing addition this year to the SMS grad class of 2020. Natalia Simon. Natalia tells us that even though it sometimes might have seemed that she didn't want to be at school, coming to SMS in grade 10 was the best thing that has ever happened to her. Natalia wants us to know that the class of 2020 and all the teachers and boarding staff have become like family, and she fondly recalls late-night fridge raids, the grad lounge bulletin board, 4 different hair colors in grade 10, being both manager and scorekeeper for the basketball team, modeling at Trashin, and sadly, never quite wearing the proper uniform. According to Natalia, St. Margaret's helped her to believe that she can achieve whatever she sets her mind to, and she is grateful to her teachers and parents for always supporting her even when things were difficult. Next year at Camosun College, Natalia will be enrolled in the certificate program for mental health and addictions, followed by a degree in English at UVic, and hopes to one day work as either a youth addictions support worker or a social worker, and as they say, be able to pay it forward. Good luck, dear Natalia. You can do it. Isha Tanwar. According to Isha, the minute she first entered St. Margaret's this past September, an immensely beautiful chapter of her life began, and she is so grateful to have been able to spend the most precious year of her schooling at SMS. Isha was stunned to find out that there was a special lounge just for the grade 12 students, and amazed to meet such helpful and supportive teachers and classmates. Spirit Week, Halloween, the grad class field trip, the Bubbles and Chocolate event, and volunteering in the IT department and the kindergarten classroom were all memorable new experiences for her. Isha says that, like Serena, she will miss wearing the SMS uniform, and she is already looking forward to seeing all of you again at the grad class reunion next May. Isha will be a student in the software engineering program at the University of Victoria this fall and wants to express her deepest gratitude to her wonderful parents for giving her the chance to spend her grade 12 year in Canada at St. Margaret's. We are so glad you joined us this year, Isha. Congratulations. Zuchi Wong. Chess. For Chess, another SMS boarding lifer, her 5 years at Pierce House have been unforgettable. Grade 12 started out with a memorable sleepover under the stars at Out Week, followed by a surprise birthday party put on by all her friends. Chess enjoyed becoming a leader in boarding, going to Shanghai Disneyland with 5 fellow grads, being stage manager for the production of Into the Woods, participating in both the outreach and multicultural clubs, volunteering as basketball line keeper and volleyball timekeeper, and, of course, creating a viral dance video with fellow SMS students which got 161,000 views. Chess would like to thank all her teachers for their 5 years of patience, her wonderful family for their unconditional and ever-present support, and her amazing friends for comforting her whenever she was feeling stressed. Chess is excited for her next adventure and will be traveling to Australia to begin her studies in the Faculty of Commerce at either the University of Melbourne or the University of Sydney. Like Lucy, she is still deciding. Best of luck down under, Chess. Nikki Wong. Studying at SMS for the past 4 years, Nikki admits that she never really thought that she would successfully make it through to graduation. Every day, Nikki and her friends would complain about school and vent their frustrations about literally everything, and there were lots of times when Nikki felt that things were completely hopeless. Now, however, when she looks back at those times, Nikki realizes how much her family, friends, classmates, and teachers actually cared about her and treated her with great patience, kindness, and empathy. She is happy and grateful to have been surrounded by such a truly loving and supportive community, and is confident that because of all the people at SMS who have helped her along the way, she will be stronger than ever in the years ahead, whether life is online or in person. While Nikki will definitely miss her friends and teachers at St. Margaret's, she is excited to be entering the Faculty of Science at the University of Victoria and hopes to one day find a way to help others in order to make the world a better place. Well done, Nikki. Melody Woodard. The question of belonging is a big one. But over the past 4 years as a boarding lifer, SMS has taught Melody that you can belong anywhere you feel like you are part of a family. According to Melody, the hand that SMS has outstretched has been understanding, faithful, and generous, and this has let even a nervous and insecure person take risks that they never would have thought possible. Melody has come to rest at a place where they can safely say they are proud of themselves. Proud of their Dungeons and Dragons campaign, their assemblies with the junior year students, their work as GSA head and diversity chair, and on the Trans Focus Council pushing for gender-inclusive policies. Melody was petrified to be loved conditionally, but is now certain that they have found the kindest and most loving corner of the planet, a corner that, at the end of the day, taught them that everyone is a misfit in their own right. Melody says that thanks to SMS, they can feel the flight feathers they have grown over these 4 years, and with the wind beneath their wings, they are ready to soar into the horizon next year at the Emily Carr University of Art and Design. Keep soaring, Melody. Charlotte Shue. Even though Charlotte only spent 2 years at St. Margaret's, she wants us to know that it was the first time she ever felt such warmth of community, something she never experienced in her previous 10 years of schooling. Charlotte admits that as a brave but reckless teenager, it is undeniable that she has made numerous mistakes and sometimes has also felt anxious and depressed. But thanks to her house parents, teachers, nurses, counselors, and fellow classmates, Charlotte says she has managed to conquer her worries and successfully accomplish her goals. She will never forget her first time trick-or-treating at Halloween, climbing a mountain at Out Week, attending multiple university fairs, volunteering for a work experience placement, and being shocked to receive an A in PE 11. In the future, Charlotte plans to buy a nice house for her parents in order to repay them for their endless generosity. And she is looking forward to her post-secondary studies in England as a student in the Faculty of Commerce at King's College London. Good luck, Charlotte. Yolanda Ying. 2 years at St. Margaret's have left a lasting impact on Yolanda, who has fond memories of participating in 4 Model UN conferences, designing and making a dress for the Trashion Show, and designing, building, and programming a robot with the Robotics Club. Whether it was providing service with love on the service trip, getting a poem published in Polar Expressions, or volunteering at the Royal BC Museum, and also with the kindergarten class, Yolanda is grateful for the many opportunities that made her 2 years here so meaningful and productive. Her greatest treasure has been the many lifelong friendships she has formed at SMS, and Yolanda would like to express her endless gratitude to all her teachers and to her beloved family for their unconditional support, which has made her brave enough to want to try everything. Yolanda will carry every memory with her as she embarks on the next phase of her journey at Western University in Ontario as a student in the Faculty of Management and Organizational Studies. Congratulations, Yolanda. Carrie Jong. For Carrie, 5 years at St. Margaret's as a boarding lifer have passed in the blink of an eye. Our co-head girl will never forget the memories of being on student council, receiving the House Cup trophy as Canmore House captain, talking to the alumni at Bubbles and Chocolate, and preparing the staff appreciation breakfast. Carrie is very grateful to her family, especially her mom and her grandma, for their constant love and for sending her to SMS, and would like to thank her teachers and the boarding staff for all the opportunities she has been given and for helping her to grow over these past 5 years. Carrie is grateful to her amazing friends for their support through the tough times, for being silly and weird, and for helping her in academics and in life. Carrie tells us that although it's been a strange past few months and everything has changed, she is still excited to be heading off to the University of Toronto this fall to pursue her dream of becoming a molecular biologist or a physiologist. Congratulations and well done, Carrie. Cassie Jung. It is hard for Cassie to believe that her 3 years of high school life in Barton House and at SMS are now over. She is thankful for her boarding roommate for bringing so much laughter to rooms 201 and 206 and will miss breakfast in Alexis Hall, studying with friends, participating in We Day, playing piano for SMS events, constantly being mixed up with Carrie, and serving as the boarding house captain and house leader. Cassie says that grade 12 wasn't just about university applications and exams. It was about getting to know herself better and discovering the confidence to pursue what might have once seemed impossible. And so she would like to thank her teachers for all their valuable instruction, advice, and patience. Cassie wants us to know that she could not have become who she is today without the countless sacrifices of her parents and grandparents, and she plans to continue making her family proud next year at UBC, where she hopes to learn how to develop vaccines to help in the fight against future viruses. Congratulations on always staying so positive, Cassie. It is inspirational. Joe, Shu Yu. Jessica. Jessica arrived with big dreams and a sense of wonder and left with deep gratitude and a willingness to grow. Her life at SMS started in the middle of grade 6. Yes, Jessica has been here for 7 years, and she has lived in each of the 4 boarding houses, so she is a boarding lifer times 2. In addition to her OA friends, Jessica would like to thank her teachers, the boarding staff, and all her wonderfully patient house parents for teaching her so much more than she could have ever imagined. Jessica played on the junior playground, struggled with pre-calculus homework, wondered when she would receive a university offer, even though she had only applied the day before, and spent 7 years dreaming of walking down the stairs at the closing ceremony. But every journey must come to an end, and so now it is time for Jessica to say thank you to her family and goodbye to St. Margaret's. Jessica is thrilled to be heading to the Emily Carr University of Art and Design and is proud to say that while she may not have always made the right choices, despite being tempted to give up, she made it. Yes, you did make it, Jessica. Well done. And there you have it, the St. Margaret's graduating class of 2020. Congratulations to all 25 of you. We wish each and every one of you the very best and shall miss you dearly. On a personal note, as I reminded all of you these last few weeks, your grad class has truly impressed me with your resiliency in the face of adversity. Not only have you all risen to the many challenges that have been presented these past few months, but you have amazed me with your strength and courage and ability to overcome whatever obstacle has been thrown at you. In our last Careers 12 class on Tuesday, Simo expressed that this experience has made her realize that we should never take things for granted. And then Simo made us all cry when she told us that she would give anything to be able to be back at SMS just for even one more day and sit through just one more class with everyone. Natalia, Aditi, Cassie, Nikki, and Tanya were just some of those who said they feel the same way. I think we all do. In her capstone presentation, Cassie told us that her favorite saying is, "The longer you have to wait for something, the more you will appreciate it when it finally arrives." And so perhaps this sentiment can also apply to your graduation celebration. Here's to seeing you all back here on campus in May 2021 for your special grad class reunion. And remember, St. Margaret's is where girls who want to change the world become women who do. So go now, graduates of 2020, and change this world. You are ready. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Silva, for sharing with us highlights of each of our accomplished graduates and for the daily support that you generously provide as they navigated their way through grade 12 and made plans for their post-secondary studies. Grads, this is indeed a bittersweet moment for you. Although we are not together today in person, know that you have made an enduring impact on St. Margaret's. We will cherish the memories of your years spent here and invite you to return for regular visits as SMS alumni. May the wind always be at your back and the sun upon your face, and may the wings of destiny carry you aloft to dance with the stars. Now, the SMS faculty and staff would like to share the following messages with our grads. I would like to share with you one last graduation message sent to us by Dr. Bonnie Henry, who has led our province through the phases of the coronavirus pandemic and who indeed embodies our own St. Margaret's values and school motto, Servate in Caritate, service with love. To the class of 2020, congratulations on achieving this important milestone. You are and will always be a unique graduating class. Very few of us will ever have the experience of graduating during a global pandemic. The ceremonies and celebrations will be different this year, but don't let this stop you from enjoying every moment of this special occasion. There are many exciting adventures ahead for you, things you are planning, and things yet undiscovered. Have fun, be kind, be safe, and congratulations to you all. All the best, Dr. Bonnie Henry. As this ceremony comes to a conclusion, I would like to extend our thanks and gratitude for all those who contributed to making our first ever virtual closing and graduation ceremony a success. To the grad committee members, Kathy De Silva, Dana Reed, Janine Cowie, and Laura Kaiser, thank you for collaborating to create special memories for our grads. To our Parents Auxiliary, thank you for providing flower deliveries to our grads today. I know they will have very much appreciated them. To Elizabeth Coltart and Karen Drabbit, thank you for the behind-the-scenes preparations in gathering the awards and connecting with our faculty and staff. To our IT staff extraordinaire, Michael Latray and Philip Pierce, we have witnessed the extensive hours that you have dedicated to creating seamless and polished virtual ceremonies for this event, and 5 others this week. We admire your professionalism and sense of humor as we put together our production studio, aka the Learning Commons, into action. And finally, to our head of school, Ms. Sharon Klein. From the moment you stepped foot on our campus, you led by example. Eager to learn about St. Margaret's School from all perspectives, you made it your mission to connect with all constituents of our school community. Your theme for this year and beyond, Unity, period, was embraced instantly by all and has been practiced throughout the school year. We took our hats off to you for participating in one of the most adventurous outreach groups at Strathcona Park Lodge, Sea Kayaking, alongside our students. What a trooper you are. Throughout the year, you have embodied the spirit of teamwork and collaboration. Our students, staff, and parents are grateful for your openness and discussion and new ideas, and your participation in a host of events all year long. Undeterred by a global pandemic and the change that this was required for our school, you shouldered this massive responsibility with grace and dignity. You are a thoughtful and reflective listener and passionate about leading our school into the future. We are so fortunate to have you at the helm. I would like to present you with this bouquet of flowers to show our gratitude. Ms. Klein.
Thank you so much, Ms. Hedrick. I just want to say that it's been an absolutely wonderful year, and I really thank you for those kind words. And I absolutely could not done anything this year without the support of everyone within our community. So thank you, and I hope everyone has an absolutely wonderful summer. Thank you. Thank you.
Now please join me for the singing of our school song. This concludes today's ceremony. I would like to thank you for joining us in the celebration of our students and graduates. From our corner of the world to yours, I wish you a safe and happy summer.